Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most popular and enjoyable aspects of the Mediterranean diet, wine. So many of you have asked about this, wondering if it's truly healthy, how much is okay to drink, and which types are best. If you've ever felt confused about whether wine fits into a healthy lifestyle, you're in the right place. We're going to clear up all the myths and give you practical advice. Easy to follow advice so you can enjoy a glass without any guilt. First, let's set the stage. The Mediterranean diet isn't really a diet in the way we usually think of one. It's not about strict rules, calorie counting, or short-term fixes. It's a lifestyle, a way of eating that people in regions like Greece, Italy, and Spain have followed for centuries. The focus is on whole foods. Lots of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and healthy fats like olive oil. Fish is a staple, while red meat is enjoyed less frequently. This approach is celebrated for its long-term sustainability, its positive impact on overall well-being, and its connection to longevity. It's about finding balance and pleasure in food, not deprivation. So, where does wine fit into this beautiful picture? Well, traditionally, wine, especially red wine, has been a regular feature at the Mediterranean dinner table. It's not about binge drinking on the weekend. It's about savoring a small amount of wine with a meal, often in the company of family and friends. This cultural context is just as important as the wine itself. The general guideline, backed by numerous studies, is moderation. For women, this typically means up to 1 glass per day, and for men, up to 2 glasses. And when we say a glass, we're usually talking about a standard 5-ounce pour, which is about 150 milliliters. The key is that it's consumed with food, which helps slow the absorption of alcohol and enhances the dining experience. Now, let's talk about the why. Why has wine, particularly red wine, been associated with health benefits? The magic word you often hear is resveratrol. Resveratrol is a powerful antioxidant compound found in the skin of red grapes. Antioxidants are fantastic because they help protect your body's cells from damage caused by free radicals, which can contribute to aging and various diseases. The primary benefit linked to resveratrol and other polyphenols in red wine is heart health. These compounds are thought to help protect the lining of blood vessels in the heart, reduce bad LDL cholesterol, and prevent blood clots for individuals with a family history of cardiovascular issues or for those simply looking to support their heart health as they age. This is a very compelling reason to consider including a little red wine in their diet. But let's be realistic. If you don't enjoy what you're drinking, you're not going to stick with it. This brings us to a major hurdle for many people: the taste. Many of us start our wine journey with sweeter options. Sweet red wines, like a sweet Lambrusco or some dessert wines, are often more palatable at first because the sugar masks the more complex flavors. They're easy to drink, but that sugar content can be a downside if you're mindful of your sugar intake. On the other end of the spectrum, you have dry red wines. These are the ones typically praised for their health benefits because they're lower in sugar and contain that all-important resveratrol. However, many dry reds can have a strong puckery taste due to tannins. Tannins are natural compounds that create a drying sensation in your mouth, and if you're not used to them, a high tannin wine like a young Cabernet Sauvignon can feel a bit like a punch to the palate. This is where so many people get discouraged. They think, if I have to drink this bitter stuff to be healthy, I'd rather just skip it. And that's a perfectly valid feeling. But here's the good news. You don't have to choose between a wine you enjoy and a wine that's good for you. There is a wonderful middle ground filled with smooth, approachable, and delicious dry red wines. You don't have to suffer through a wine that makes you wince. The world of wine is vast, and there's a perfect red out there for every palate. The trick is knowing what to look for. You want wines that are lower in tannins but still offer all the wonderful complexity and health benefits of a dry red. So, what are these magical, smooth, dry reds? Let me give you a few fantastic options to look for on your next trip to the store. First and foremost, Merlot. Merlot is often called the gateway dry red for a reason. It's known for its soft, velvety texture and its ripe, fruity flavors of cherry, plum, and raspberry. It's generally lower in tannins than Cabernet Sauvignon, making it much smoother and easier to drink, especially for beginners. It's a fantastic place to start your journey into healthier red wines. Another wonderful choice is Pinot Noir. This grape is famously elegant and light-bodied. It has bright acidity and flavors of red fruits like cherry and raspberry, often with subtle, earthy, or spicy notes. Because of its thin skin, Pinot Noir is naturally lower in tannins, resulting in a silky smooth texture that's incredibly food-friendly and enjoyable on its own. It's a sophisticated yet very approachable option. Next up, let's talk about Beaujolais. Made from the Gamay grape in France, Beaujolais wines are known for being light, fruity, and incredibly easy to drink. They have bright red fruit flavors and very soft tannins, making them a refreshing and uncomplicated choice. It's the kind of red wine you can even serve slightly chilled, which is perfect for a warmer day. Two other great options from Italy are Barbera and Grenache. Barbera is known for its bright acidity, soft tannins, and juicy cherry flavors. It's a workhorse grape in Italy's Piedmont region and produces wines that are delicious, food-friendly, and a great value. Grenache, also known as Garnacha in Spain, produces wines that are often full of ripe red fruit flavors with hints of spice. It's often blended to add body and fruitiness, but on its own, it can be wonderfully smooth and satisfying. So as you can see, you have plenty of delicious choices. You don't have to force yourself to drink something you don't like. Start with a Merlot or a Pinot Noir. Explore these smoother styles and find what you genuinely enjoy. The goal of the Mediterranean lifestyle is pleasure and sustainability, not punishment. Now, let's talk about integrating this into your routine. How do you do it the Mediterranean way? It's all about context and consistency, not quantity. A single 5 or 6 ounce glass of red wine enjoyed slowly with your evening meal is the ideal scenario. Pairing it with food is crucial. The food helps to buffer the effects of the alcohol, and the wine, in turn, can enhance the flavors of the food. Think about a glass of Pinot Noir with a piece of grilled salmon, or a Merlot with a hearty lentil soup. The synergy is part of the experience. You don't have to drink wine every single day to get the benefits. If a few times a week feels more comfortable for you, that's perfectly fine. The Mediterranean diet is about the overall pattern of what you eat over weeks and months. A single glass of wine isn't a magic bullet, just as a single slice of cake isn't a disaster. It's the sum of your choices that matters. The focus should always remain on the foundation of the diet, an abundance of plants, healthy fats, and lean proteins. The wine is an enjoyable, potentially beneficial complement to that foundation. Of course, it's vital to be responsible. If you have a history of alcohol misuse, are pregnant or trying to become pregnant, or have certain medical conditions, then alcohol should be avoided. It's always a good idea to talk to your doctor before making any significant changes to your diet, including adding wine. Health is personal, and what works for one person may not be right for another. And if you don't drink alcohol at all, you should not start just for the potential health benefits. You can get plenty of antioxidants from eating red grapes, berries, and other dark-colored fruits and vegetables. In summary, the Mediterranean approach to wine is a beautiful model of moderation, balance, and enjoyment. It's not about chugging wine for its resveratrol content. It's about enhancing a meal, relaxing at the end of the day, and taking part in a tradition that's centuries old. Your taste preferences and your health goals can absolutely go hand in hand. You don't have to sacrifice flavor for health. So here's your takeaway. If you want to incorporate wine into your healthy lifestyle, start with a smooth, dry red like a Merlot. Pour yourself a modest glass, pair it with a delicious, healthy meal, and most importantly, savor it. Pay attention to the flavors, the aroma, and the way it complements your food. This mindful approach is the true essence of the Mediterranean lifestyle. It's about enriching your life, not restricting it. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this cleared up your questions about wine and the Mediterranean diet. If you found this video helpful, Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living a healthy and delicious life. Let me know in the comments what your favorite smooth red wine is. I'd love to hear your recommendations. Until next time, take care and eat well.